Top 10 news stories of 2025 so far.
Number 10, the crazy weather. There have been multiple instances of extreme weather so far in 2025. For example, wildfires in California that have burnt down several towns, leaving many families homeless. How sad. Detroit has had several pipes explode and briefly covered the city in ice because of the frigid temperatures, as well as the Midwest having dust storms. The weather has, as you can tell, been a bit rough this year.
Interview time! Alright, what is the largest non-water flood?
Let's go with the California wildfires, probably.
Ron, it's the Great Molasses Flood of 1919.
Makes sense.
And what were the towns affected by the California wildfires?
LA, I'd assume. Probably maybe San Diego. I don't.
Palisades and Eden. Number 9, TikTok suspension. The TikTok ban of January 18th, 2025. This is an event that not to be forgotten. It was an event in which we all stood in solidarity, for we thought the infamous platform TikTok was coming to an end within the United States. However, the ban only lasted a night, in which afterward a message thanking Donald Trump was displayed despite him not being in office yet. Here's clips from the court case discussing the security risk of TikTok.
Mr. Chow, if I plug in my earphones into my phone while they're in my ear, can TikTok know what's going on in my brain, please?
Mr. Chow, by all accounts, you appear to be from Singapore, but I've checked on a world map, and for the life of me, I cannot find it, please.
Can you tell me right now, can you say with 100% certainty that TikTok does not use the phone's camera to determine whether the content that elicits a pupil dilation should be amplified by the algorithm? Can you tell me that?
We do not collect body, face, or voice data to identify our users.
Member of the Chinese Communist Party?
Senator, I'm Singaporean. No.
Have you ever been associated or affiliated with the Chinese Communist Party?
No, Senator. Again, I'm Singaporean.
Of what nation are you a citizen?
Singapore.
Are you a citizen of any other nation?
No, Senator.
Have you ever applied for Chinese citizenship?
Senator, I served my nation in Singapore. No, I did not.
Do you have a Singaporean passport?
Yes, and I served my military for two and a half years in Singapore.
Do you have any other passports from any other nations?
No, Senator.
Your wife is an American citizen. Your children are American citizens.
That's correct.
Have you ever applied for American citizenship?
No, not yet.
And as risk of influencing our children's minds, here's some footage I think is what they're referring to.
This is my rendition of Shinji Ikari if he was mixed with a shrimp. And no, this is not furry art because shrimp do not have fur. They have shells because they are considered crustaceans. Also, I'm feeling a real connection between this Kaoru figure and this Shinji drawing. I think that I can sense the love and admiration that this Kaoru has for this drawing. And honestly, I'm even uncomfortable with the tension it's created, so I might have to burn this drawing.
Interview time! Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Sure.
What are your thoughts about the TikTok ban?
I mean, it lasted like 2 minutes.
Yeah. Who do you think proposed the bill in the first place?
What bill?
The bill to ban TikTok.
Trump.
Number 8, egg prices and the bird flu. Eggs. They are the driving force behind most of our food products. However, the avian flu has returned, killing off many chickens. This has caused egg prices to fly up, and the people went egg crazy. The prices are increasing drastically, and there have been many negative effects, maybe many negative effects in the future.
Interview time! What are your thoughts about the egg prices?
They're expensive.
Yeah. Yep. What do you know about the news?
There's, I don't know, there's tariffs going on, and what was it? I read it earlier, but apparently inflation's lower than people expected it to, than economists expected it to be recently, though, at least. There's the war. There's the war between Palestine and Israel.
Yeah.
and I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Free my boy Luigi, though.
Number 7, presidential inauguration. Trump had his presidential inauguration on January 19th, which is the same day as Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and inside the Capitol as opposed to the traditional outside. During this event, such people as Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, and the infamous Elon Musk were there. Elon Musk did a questionable hand gesture to say his heart goes out to the crowd, in which many have compared to the Nazi hand salute. Wow, such an interesting story. Now on to the interview. What's it called when the power is held by the rich?
I don't know. What is that called?
A plutocracy.
Number 6, the ceasefire in Ukraine and Russia. Good news to everyone, the 3-year war between Ukraine and Russia will have a ceasefire. This is good news because it may save the lives as many as it could lead to a ceasefire with a much longer duration. However, Vladimir Putin is receiving criticism for this deal as the Russians see this as a sign of weakness. There has been a deal made between Ukraine and the U.S. for the rare earth metals that have been discovered under the soil of Ukraine that could end up helping the United States.
Interview time. When did Russia and Ukraine have a ceasefire?
Let me think. It was like in grade school.
Yeah.
I don't know, Noah.
It was when it was over Easter.
Oh.
Over Easter they had a ceasefire.
Okay.
Yeah. Number 5, Israel-Gaza war continues. Palestine-Israel war continues since Israel accused Palestine of not keeping its promises of releasing hostages. And as the war continues, more and more bodies pile up. More and more wreckage occurs within these streets. And yet the war still continues. Interview time! What is the name of the terrorist organization occupying Gaza?
I don't know.
Hamas.
Cool.
Number 4, the Signalgate group chat. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth was found to be discussing confidential information about a Yemen airstrike in a group chat after a journalist was invited to said group chat. The government officials involved in the Signalgate group chat had denied the information status as confidential. Talk about the group chat getting leaked.
Interview time.
Well, you're getting taller.
What is the name of the reporter that revealed the messages released via Signalgate?
I don't know.
Jeffrey Goldberg.
Okay, I should have known that.
And do you think confidential military information should be shared via apps that are accessible to the public?
No.
Yeah. You're smarter than Pete Hegseth. Number 3, the Pope has died. Grief has struck the Catholic Church, for Pope Francis has died from pneumonia at the age of 88. He served his final sermon during Holy Week, despite the fact he was still suffering from pneumonia. He was the Pope of many first. He was the first Latin American Pope and was rather forward-thinking. Another Pope has been elected, Pope Leo XIV. Interview time. Womp womp womp.
Deportation of people without due process. The mass deportations of immigrants have brought into question how constitutional said immigrations are. Such is the case of Rumeja Ozturk, in which her student visa was revoked and she was deported without notice or due process, all because of an article that she wrote. Another case of this is Kilmar Abrego Garcia, in which he was sent to El Salvador, then charged with being part of a criminal organization, MS-13, after he was detained. Yikes.
Interview time. What percentage of immigrant farm workers are illegals?
I would have to guess 50?
40%. And what type of warrant does ICE need in order to enter your house?
Probable cause?
Judicial warrant. Number 1, the tariff war. The ongoing tariff war has brought some interesting results both economically and politically. There was a 25% tariff on aluminum and a 25% tariff on steel. And strangely, there was a tariff on an island only inhabited by penguins. Interview time! In your opinion, what is a tariff?
A what?
A tariff.
I don't know what that is.
A tax on a specific imported good.
Oh, I say they're too high.
Who do you think tariffs affect?
Everyone.
Yeah.